Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. That's complete to John Ross.
Burrow's pass.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
13.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A gain of
27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To the air again, Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Ravens nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Jackson caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, Burrow. Green with a catch left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Nice catch there by A.J. Green, and at the beginning of his career, a perennial Pro Bowl receiver. Been dinged up a little bit the last 2 years, but now he gets a fresh start. Without his friend and quarterback, Andy Dalton, his leadership will be key.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Flush to his right. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On second down, a run with Dobbins. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 15. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Bengals 14, Ravens 3.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Joe Mixon.
The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Complete.
John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. The drive will start with an option going left. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Burrow on play action. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Slant pass to Boyd.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now it's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
John Ross on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
The score, Bengals 28, Ravens 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, the answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Quick slant to Brown.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
They go play action with Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
C.J. Uzomah. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Going deep downfield for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 91 yards. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Third down. From the gun, Jackson, and he's got Snead.
And he will have a Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 36-yard
line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
And now a 1,000-yard rusher season to go. It's Mark Ingram.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Down at the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Handoff to Joe Mixon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ready? 70 Lions. Let's go. Danny. 48. Hurry, 70.
Now Burrow on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Patrick Queen brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Jackson now. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escaping.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
To
C.J. Uzomah. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
At the 25-yard line, the Ravens take over 1st and 10. At
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Back to Brown, this time complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Oh, he goes up top. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Jackson throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 39, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. A gain there of 21 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Ball carrier. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Lining up for the...
A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36. And many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl in his 2nd season in the league. He led all tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns in 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
There's a short one caught by Uzama, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Now Burrow loses the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First
line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Burrow, he's going to keep it on the option. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up.